Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group, 11 o'clock group on October the 6th, 2023. My name is Howard Appel. I'll be your tour guide for this 1-hour program. We are a group of restaurant vendors who are here to help each other grow our business and also to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef who might have an issue that they've been facing or a problem that we would perhaps be able to help you with. If we can't, we know people who can. So give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and check out our YouTube channel, which is Today's Restaurant, and subscribe and like the channel. We've got over 300 videos on that channel. Not all of them are from our meetings, some of our previous meetings. I think there's a video up there of you, Terry, from the old group.
Okay.
So we don't have a presentation today from the group, do we? No, nobody was scheduled. If anybody wants to schedule themselves to do a presentation to the group, please let me know. Gabby, were you supposed to do one?
She's on silent mute.
Yeah, no, I haven't scheduled myself to do one.
Okay.
I can.
Just send me an email when you want to schedule.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so we don't have any new people here today except for our new member, Azalea. Welcome aboard. And we're going to start out our intros today with Darren. So, good morning.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Darren Gull with Tracy.net. We take the aches and pains out of communication services. We do a lot in multiple industries. In this group, we're particularly focusing on our restaurant industry, and we have some exciting news coming soon about a cooperative agreement between ourselves and another member of the group, Sal from Servi. We're going to be doing some voice integration with their point of sale system so that people will be able to call in and get to their online menu quickly and easily. So just many of the ways we get very creative in solving problems in communications. This solution is going to start in like the $80 range. Actually, if they just want the IVR service, it's like $39.99 a month. So it's very affordable service and really takes restaurants to the next level in customer service while giving their staff more time to focus on dealing with people rather than writing down orders that can be submitted online. So you can reach us at www.tracy, that's traci.net, or you can call us at 800-881-8899, or via email at sales@tracy.net.
Okay, thank you. Terry Ark, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Terry. I'm with Creative Business Impressions here in Boca Raton, Florida. I am your promotional products vendor. I'm promoting two things today. If you look at my background, this is a great way to promote your business if you're doing any catering. I believe we're talking about doing this at a trade show. So please come by and see us at that trade show. This is actually what they call a quad. Each square that you're seeing here, where the is an individual, can be an individual piece of art. The other thing that I want to promote, and this is great for restaurants, if you have customers that walk in and are sitting down and waiting for their food, there's a, oh goodness, I hope it shows. There's a great tabletop charger that can go on, and as they're charging, they can look at your menus. You can add a QR code to it. I'm not sure if this is going to show well. Hopefully it'll show well. Here we go.
We can see it.
You just plug it in, And so there's there's a place to charge on either side. So you can have up to 4 charging. And as well as I have another one where you can actually set your phone on it. And then there's another one that actually goes under the table. So it doesn't have to be seen. So they can charge from a wireless charger. So these are running anywhere, depending on quantities, anywhere from $50 on up to $100. But for restaurants, depending on your quantities, we can even go lower. So please contact me directly. I'm going to put my information in the chat.
So that charging station below the acrylic, does that get charged or does it have to be plugged in constantly?
Well, some of them, they have some different ones. So, and I did get as much information from this vendor as I possibly could. Some of them, you charge it overnight and then you just sit it at the table and then they can, they can use it without being plugged in. So this is great for restaurants where you don't have the plugs close to the tables. But they have both.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And if anybody has any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'll put my information in the chat.
Bring that.
I am bringing this to the table. I am bringing these a couple of these to the event.
Make sure they're charged up, otherwise we're gonna have to go to John Ben's booth and charge them.
Yeah. So here's just an example of what we can do. They can put. We're gonna have this at the event, and where you can put on here, I've just put it in big print. If anybody's got ideas that they want to add to this, just charge your phone here, right?
Absolutely, that's perfect.
Okay, so here's what I've done so far. This is just a quick thought. And it says on top of here, enhance the enjoyment for your customers by providing a charging device at their table.
Right.
Great.
So if anybody has any, and it says, and I put on the bottom here, place your own message. And all I did is I printed this out on my printer and you just slip it in and it lights up as well.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody again have any questions? Just let me know.
The display that's behind Terry right now, those boxes are individual. So Terry wrote it to me and suggested that we use that as a backdrop in the booth at the show. We can put your company logo in that individual box. So Terry's going to get the final price, and then Terry will come up with a price per box, and we can see how many people are interested in putting that up at the show, whether you're at the show or not. I don't think it'll be terribly expensive.
No. And then also, just if you can see in the picture, there's actually, you can add shelves in there. You'll see a couple shelves in there. So
Get me your mic.
without a shelf.
All right. So we'll get back to you on that. Thanks, Terry. Azalea, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Asalia. I am a business broker and a commercial realtor. We were just talking about that. So if you want to buy, sell a business, we do businesses in general, but I have an inclination towards restaurants. That's why I decided to join the group. We're selling 30 something now. The last time I checked was 36. And so buying, selling restaurants, we help you with that. Getting your permits, we have people that do that. Vendors through this group, I'm meeting a lot of vendors that I can connect them with. And then if you have an idea of something you want to do and you just need a commercial space, I can help with that as well. I have a big list of second generation gems, which is what I like to call them. And those are spaces that used to be restaurants, no longer are, and there's no key money involved. You just go in there with experience, good financials, and we can get you the space. So that's kind of what I do.
Good. Thank you. Do you cover all of Florida, right?
Ideally, I like to stick to what I know, which is Miami-Dade and a little bit of Broward. I can do all of Florida. My license allows that, but I like to stick to Miami-Dade and Broward.
Okay. Thank you. John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is John Bunn. I'm with the Bunn Company. We manufacture the American-made string tying machine since 1907. As you can see, there's a bakery box behind me. We've been doing bakery industry since the 1930s. We get calls every day for customers who want to get away from plastic bags and plastic packaging. Twine's environment and friendly. We've just developed a new twine. It's 100% cotton. It's stronger than the polyester cotton blends that everyone knows. We're the only one that has it. It's machine grade. You can reach me at 1-800-222-BUNN. Our website is buntyco.com and our email is info@buntyco.com. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to Mark and Stephanie.
Hey, did Mark make it on the call today? Well, I'm not sure. He might be.
Yeah, he's on
running
the call, but he's in the car.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mark. All right.
He's
So
on. There you go.
Here, I'll let you talk since I'm driving.
sounds good. Yeah. So Mark and I, we're Brilliant Computers. We provide services not only just to South Florida, but that's where we are locally, but we can provide on-site and remote services for all kinds of businesses. Some of what we do specifically with businesses is email hosting and support. We do online and local backup, software and hardware, sales and management, and more. Of course, we can also answer any tech-related questions you may have about, security, suspicious emails, anything really that comes up. You can contact us at 561-877-1119 or visit brilliantcomputers.com for more information. Mark is our primary contact at mark@brilliantcomputers.com.
I can tell you from personal experience that Stephanie is a tremendous help if you have a problem. Then Mark,
Thank you, Howard. We're happy to help wherever we can.
Mark, you're okay too.
He's great. That's where I learned most of it from.
Yeah. Terry Lena, good morning. Oh, there he is.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Terry Lena, and I work for Workwear Outfitters. We are an apparel manufacturer. We manufacture under Red Cap and Dickies brands, specifically for the culinary industry. You could reach me at 720-244-4972. Thank you.
Thank you. Randy, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Randy Pumputis here with Heartland Payroll. Azalea, welcome to the group. I sent you a message. I would love to talk about how we can work together. Heartland Payroll, we are one of the major sponsors for the upcoming event. Howard, you and I need to get together. I have the approval for my advertising. I just need to make sure that my message is different than the corporate message, if you will, and it's good to go. So Heartland Payroll, we're coming into payroll season, October to January, where 1 in 3 businesses make some change to their outsourcing. We specialize in anything from startups to acquisitions, mergers, multiple units, and even small mom and pop restaurant tours. So if you are interested, this is the time of the year. I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Thank you.
Thank you. Gabby, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I am also driving, so I apologize for not having myself a video. Gabby with Worksite PEO. We are a full service PEO. What that means is that we are an HR outsourcing company. We'll do your payroll taxes, employee health benefits, workers' comp, 401k, HR consultation, including but not limited to employee health benefit, employee handbook, standard operating procedures, and various HR consultation items. We specialize in either startup companies from the ground up, or we can also do a financial analysis and apples to apples comparison with established companies. sort of to see where you are and how is your current company comparing and performing against to what we can bring to the table. And we'll be truthful with you. If what you currently have is working better or is going to work better than what we can bring to the table, we'll just recommend that you stay with them. 9 times out of 10, we have better service and something else that we can bring to the table that they can't. One of them is one of the services that we offer that barely any PO is doing is being able to create or transform the HR into a profit center rather than a cost center. And we do that by processing all the tax credits, such as the FICA tip tax credit or workers' opportunity tax credit, just to mention a few of them. Gabby with Worksite PEO, 561-479-7474. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. John Marinak, good morning.
Good morning, John Marinak, Marinak Food Service Consultants. We design restaurants and that's pretty much it. We design restaurants and we're consultants. So if you need anything designed or anything laid out, we're the people to call. 954-817-1183. Thank you.
Let's see.
I have a question. John,
Sure.
do you build them as well? Like design and then somebody else builds them, or do you do both?
No, usually we just design them and then we give it to a general contractor to build. And then we get the equipment from like different people. If you want to get the equipment yourself, you can. If you'd like for us to get the equipment, we can do that as well.
But you have the contractor already to do it.
No, we have different. We could suggest contractors, but
Gotcha.
we try not to get involved with the contractors. Yeah,
Okay.
other than just suggesting. That's all we do.
Gotcha.
We're looking for a general contractor for this group. And
I
we're
have
also
one.
great.
Amber.
Invite them.
I connected you guys already. I'm gonna
Yes,
push.
I
for
did.
it.
You said I saw the letter. I sent them. No response.
Yeah, I'm gonna push for it. They do restaurants like Batch in Fort Lauderdale. They did that whole construction, and they're really good. It's a husband and wife team.
Yeah, that would be great for them to be here and great for John, and they would be good for John, and John would be good for them.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
good.
also need John, you do kitchen design. You don't do the interior design work, do you?
No. I
No.
leave that to the people
So we
that know
also
how
need
to coordinate color. Look how I dress. Do you think I could really do interior design? Come on. Yeah.
So we need an interior designer for restaurants as well, and the POS company.
Yeah, like if you look at the background on mine, you'll see that that's really like a lot of interior design, and I've put a lot of like I'll design that stuff is all there, like there's shelving there. And then when it comes to what type of shelving, how it's like, how they want it exactly, that's the interior designer. I can't get into that stuff.
I have to hook you up with a company that we met at the America's Food and Beverage Show. Terry, the company that was next to us that did those refrigerated, the two guys next to us. I'm going to get John their information. I think that would be a good hookup for both of them.
Yeah. Yes. And I think they pay commission. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes.
Okay. Well, you're up, Terry. TRN Terry.
Oh, I'm actually am up. I have been exhausted. Sorry, I was late. Have been working night and day trying to get everything done in a time frame for these leads. And there's every time I think I'm about finished, somebody brings me another and I'm like, holy cow. So I can't, there's a lot going on in Florida, a lot. Unbelievable. I mean, anyways, what I do is handle the office and the leads report that come out monthly in an Excel spreadsheet, sort them any way you like. I've been sending out samples left and right. And people are just, we don't know where to get our business. We don't know who's opening where. Well, every single person here, I've got the list. I've got the list of who's opening where in Florida. We have a Georgia list, but it's a lot smaller. Georgia seems to be not as nowhere near what Florida's doing. At any rate, we give you the owner's name, a phone number, email address, about when they're opening. And I have some new stuff that we've added. We're putting some additional information in, like the owners you can't always reach. So I'm trying to get the GM's email address and phone number so you can talk to them directly, since they probably do all the work anyway. Then there's a bartender GM, a lot of big projects going on. And that's what I do. If anybody wants a sample, just email me, terry@trnusa.com. And happy Friday. I know there are people watching this video. They might see this, a few times over and over. But I got to tell you, sometimes I look and I see people and I listen to them and somebody says, what do they do? And I go, I don't know. Because sometimes, unless something clicks that you actually need, you don't always remember, because you have so much on your plate and so much in your personal and your work lives that you're trying to balance. So just remember that. Anybody needs to know what is coming into Florida restaurant wise, all you have to do is send me an email. I just actually got something from one of the members here in the group with, yes, let's see if they are here. Yes, I am handling that. So if you need more information on something that you're really, really interested in, let me know. I will go back to county records, see what I can find for you. Thanks.
Terry did not mention that January 1st, the price for the restaurant leads report is going up substantially, because we have been we're just coming out with a quality product, and we have been a lot of work to produce.
Yes, and thank you for reminding me. Once you're in, you're grandfathered in. So I just want to let everyone know that, because somebody heard that on the last meeting and they called me immediately and they were hysterical. And I said, no, you're not going to pay that almost $1,000 price. You're grandfathered in. So once you're in, you're in. So don't worry. If you see it, not your price.
Okay.
And if you get a little discount anyway, so just let me know. Thanks.
Did I get everybody? No, I know I didn't get Helen. I was going to give you an intro. Helen is our resident restaurateur. I'll call you a restaurateur. So Helen, welcome again, and
Yes.
tell us.
Thank you. Okay. We run Delicious Spoonfuls, which is a nonprofit focused on training and employing people with special needs like Down syndrome and autism and mental illness in the food service industry. And we do that using a food cart, an ice cream cart specifically, which is mobile, and we take it to different sorts of events. Could be weddings, could be an office party, could be a sweet 16, whatever people have. Something at a person's home, it's transportable and can get through doors. So, and also to this, Howard, you didn't respond to my text, but we have a fundraising business expo on Monday, October 23rd in Delray Beach. Very inexpensive, and the money goes to fundraise for our business so that we can employ more people and run more events. And if you are interested, text me, email me. We are at deliciousspoonfuls.org, Helen at deliciousspoonfuls.org, or 561-676-2078.
And Helen, where is that event going to be? in Del
It's
Rey?
it's at the Weissman Center, which is
Oh,
uh,
okay. I know where that is.
you know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
On Atlantic Avenue.
Yes.
Ellen, I just thought of a great tagline for you. Make your
Please.
sweet 16 sweeter with delicious spoonfuls.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks.
Kevin, you are
Mm.
phenomenal at this stuff.
I love it.
Like pops this right out of nowhere. Oh my God.
We're gonna call him Mr. Tagline.
No, he's unbelievable. You stay
Well,
out
then
of
I
this.
could send it to the kids in high school and maybe the
Yeah,
parents that have teenagers.
that's
Good
terrific.
idea.
Get your name out there as much as you can.
Right.
My motto's always been, you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows you have it, it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
Am I right?
Doing business without
Absolutely.
advertising is like a man winking at a woman in the dark. He knows what he's doing, but no one else does.
I like yours better.
That's not mine. It's from Teddy Roosevelt.
Kevin, you're
Oh.
just in time.
Oh my gosh.
You're up.
Sorry. I'm up?
You're up.
Oh my God, I missed all the fun stuff. You got to
I'm
watch this.
sure. I was talking to a really very neat couple up in New York that sells organic, GMO certified raisins and apricots, and
Huh.
so very
Yes.
they wanted to find that they wanted to talk a lot. So I apologize for being late. They were a cute couple. My name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a partner in Strategic Supply Chain Partners. We are a full service hospitality company that serves small and medium sized restaurant groups, hotel groups, convenience stores, casinos. We basically spend most of our time helping them with how they buy through distribution, how they get better manufactured deviated products into the distributor, how the distributor prices them out to their into the formulas and profit margins those companies have. And we're currently saving our clients an average of a little over 10% on their distribution expense. We're 100% contingency, which means that we're basically just sharing in the savings we find them. So there's no out-of-pocket expense to get involved with us. If you're interested, give me a call, 407-497-9495, or visit us at www.ssc.partners. Thank you.
Okay. I'm glad you came because I have a topic that I think that you can help with. Two things happened since our last meeting. One actually I found out about today. I'll start with that one first. Walmart just announced that they are going to be hiring people for executive positions without a college degree, so that they can expand, the workforce. And the starting salaries are anywhere between 80 and 113,000. So that's a pretty bold step on their part.
Wow.
They're looking for leaders. They're looking for people who, have a natural ability for management, I guess. Any thoughts on that? Yeah.
I didn't learn the stuff I learned in college while being helpful did not teach me a lot of the job skills I needed. Okay.
I agree.
But some people who have been in the workforce but not gone to college are better at certain skills. Supposedly, working in college teaches you critical thinking.
Right.
But you can get those skills somewhere else. I mean, I took great courses in English literature and Spanish and music and, of course, in the cooking field, but you really didn't learn the life skills or the job skills necessary to do something. People who got out of college without the academic lead got jobs right away as bookkeepers and secretaries, whereas a lot of people coming out of college did not have job skills.
So I have something to add on that too. I have my business, I have my bachelor's degree in business management. Mark, who's been in business for 30 years, learned most, if not all, of what he does in the job. And I'm learning in my specific role more. And I took IT classes, you know, but I'm learning more about the actual job itself from him. But what I, just like Helen just said, in college, I think the most valuable thing I learned is how to critically think about the research that I'm doing and whether or not it's true, reliable research. But I think people can learn that, you know, just by, you know, being taught from someone else, hey, you know, make sure to look at your sources, right? I think that where more value is held in job specific training, right? Like when you get hired, say for insurance sales, right? They put you through their training. They make sure you get licensed. They help you through that. And I find that that is definitely, you know, more valuable. That's going to help that person succeed more than time spent, you know, say at a 4-year college. Again, you know, I do think that that's really great because there's a lot of really passionate people out there that are very turned off by college, that are young because they're concerned about the money. They're concerned about, you know, whether maybe they have a family and they're ready to just get to work and they're really motivated. And, you know, I don't think a college degree speaks for, you know, somebody's motivation and skills. I think them showing up to work speaks for that more.
Terry, Art, you had to say something?
Yes, I actually was trained how to run a business through one of Warren Buffett's companies. When you work for Warren Buffett, you have to go through specific training in every single position in the company. And what they do is they help you develop skills enough where as you're growing your career and trying to move on up, you can actually run a company. So then you figure out your strengths. You don't have to learn everything about every position. Like we didn't, like where I worked, we didn't have to learn administrative and we didn't have to learn accounting, but we needed to learn sales. We needed to learn how to manage people. We needed to learn the basics of running a business. So, you know, that was one of the ways that I learned. And it seems that though I had college, there's so many things I learned from that seem very basic to me when I talk to people. So I agree with Stephanie there.
Believe it or not, when I went to college, I have a degree in industrial engineering, and I worked as a consultant, traveling around the country, setting up different types of industry, like for example, doll industry, shoes, luggage, things like that. And they didn't teach you in school what to do with those particular industries. You learn on the job, and you learn quick. And I always gravitated towards sales, and I had no training whatsoever in sales unless it was on the job. And I think that. I think, like you said, Helen, college teaches you critical thinking, but a lot of times it doesn't really play into a role. And that's what Walmart is banking on. They're looking for people who I guess are adaptable, people who are bright, even though they didn't go to college, and they're trying to be the standard for business now. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, they're looking for managers that'll watch people because it's all self-check now. So there's a lot of people.
No, this is corporate.
Right.
Corporate positions.
Right, but how to train so that people don't walk out the door without paying, which is a big problem of theirs, which is why some of the stores are closing. So they have to get somebody in there that is, you know, a little more intelligent and can actually assume the position and train these managers. You know, don't just stand there, look and see if they're scanning, listen for the scan. So just as a side note, I did read that.
Okay.
I think the key, as everybody mentioned, is it's kind of a combination of both. And as far as college, It's a great way to teach you how to critically think, no questioning. You learn the basics of industry. I mean, my degrees were in business management, like Stephanie's, as well as marketing. And it taught me stuff, I guess that's somewhat helpful, but I learned far more in job experience than I ever learned in college relating to that. So I do think it's both, but I also know several people who run successful multinational businesses that never went to college. So, I mean, I think it's a clear case that it's really based on the individual, not necessarily the process. So some people need that collegiate path, others do not. And there are many, successful people who have never gone to college. So I think that's a thing that Walmart's banking on is don't make a requirement that may exclude people that are highly qualified.
Exactly.
You're right.
The other event that happened, Terry, did you want to say something else? Terry Ark.
Yeah. There we go. I just want to add to what Darren said about, managing people. One of the things that I learned, and the reason that they would put you, the company that I worked for would put you in different positions, is so that you understood what that job entailed, so that you could manage them. So you knew what they were supposed to do and how to manage them. You couldn't understand how to manage them unless you knew what the job was.
I think college is a way to learn the theory of whatever topic it is you're studying. But the practical application of that is a hands-on experience. We acquire skills over time by doing, not by reading and listening. So for a company not to value that over a college degree, I'm not taking anything away from having a college degree. I just think that that's just the beginning, or the beginning phase of working is going through college and learning whatever particular field you're trying to get yourself into. And then you're going to have to learn how to apply the theory of what you learn to the day-to-day application of that. And that's a lifelong process for sure.
Well, I think colleges still bank on the fact that you're expected to get a higher pay as you have degrees or higher education degrees above college. And businesses like Walmart, they may sadly be using this as a way to lower their cost of hiring management because they don't have those degrees.
Right.
But also the cost of getting a degree is astronomical now. So a lot of people can't afford it. And if they can afford it and take out loans, they pay those loans back over 20 years. It's like having a mortgage.
And more. Rob just finished his paying his master's degree.
So it's helpful on two sides. I think it's going to be a successful program.
Yeah.
Helen?
I was lucky. I lived in New York City and I went to City University, and until my last term, it was free, just paid for books and occasional fees.
Well, my son's an attorney, and he's just about finished paying off his loans. And it's been 10 years at least that he's been in practice.
For your information, he is done.
He is done. Okay. I wasn't invited to the party.
Now he has money to spend on a party.
Yeah, right. Oh, he's doing well, so thank goodness. The other thing, quickly, Kevin, this is something you might. Well, we all are going to be affected by this in some form or another. California just raised the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 an hour.
Right.
Now, it reaches a point where you become priced out of the market, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it's like a slippery pole, because you can tell us, Kevin, what happens when your labor costs go up?
Well, one of two things are going to happen. They're going to have to take price on the items they sell to the consumer.
Right.
And or probably both. They're going to have to reduce staffing, where they're going to ask those team members to do more work. We'll have less employees to cover the cost of the additional expense.
Or they may go more towards robotics.
True. And that would be a human being reduction. But there's
Right.
a pretty sizable expense there, though. The technology has come a long way, for sure. We have a client currently in LA that they have 13 locations, and they're experiencing some of that. They're very upset about it. Let's put it that way. Very upset.
And what's going to happen? The customer pays for that addition, pays for that cost per hour, one way or the other. So the price of a hamburger or a Big Mac will go up.
So
to cover that cost.
they saw this coming a long time ago. So their business model has shifted over the last 5 years. They actually have a commissary that they have less team members working at. They're manufacturing in bulk, and then they drive the finished product to each of their locations. And now they're entertaining getting things like dressings and salads, like potato salad, those type of items made for them and brought in through distribution. So they don't have the labor associated with it, paying a premium through distribution in comparison to what they might be able to make it at internally. But it's allowing them to go into smaller footprinted properties because they don't need as many team members. They don't have to make the products in the restaurants. They have a small kitchen, more of a holding and assembly kitchen, not a production kitchen. So they've kind of come up with a couple of ways to skin that cat, which probably for them makes sense. But even with that said, and they were forward enough thinking 5 years ago to start going down that path, they're still freaking out about the $20 per hour.
We had a presentation this morning in the 9 o'clock group from Chris Pumo, who used to be in this group. He does analytics, and his information that he can provide would be critical to a restaurant facing this challenge, because he can tell you that a particular item on the menu is selling more than the other. He can tell you what hour they're selling more than the other. So that the analytics is more and more important. Just a comment.
No, his company is very extremely detailed in what they look at and how they look at it, because we've utilized them in a couple of projects with us, and very impressed with what they do, for sure.
He's very well. Talk about a college job. He's got 3 college degrees. He's a very bright guy.
And
there's one thing that everybody's missing. We've got our government trying to dictate to the local businesses, and then you have your customers who are going to say, I'm not paying that much.
Right.
And everybody's going to lose based on somebody who's not been in business, who's not run a company, that doesn't understand how to do things, and everybody's going to fail because of it.
And tax revenues go down, so the government raises more taxes.
And everybody pays more, and they're going to flee out of there. When we were talking earlier about Oregon and Idaho, the western part of Oregon is all conservative, and most of them want it out of the state because of all the taxes and everything else. So here we're going to see this happen again in California and more.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all moving to Idaho, doing it. So
moving to Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
They actually wanted to try to secede over to the other state and reduce Oregon to just Portland area. Because I've got customers over there, and they all say, you're in the city, that's where all the voting happens, and out in the country, they have absolutely no say.
Right.
Well, anybody have anything else they want to add as we've come to the end of the meeting? I'll keep this window open in case anybody wants to hang around and talk. But thank you all for coming.
Thanks for having us as always.
If you want to schedule yourself for a presentation to the group, please email me. Let me know what week you'd like to do it. Terry, Ark, and I will work on that backdrop and get a price for everybody. And we'll see you all next week. Let the sauce be with you.
All right.